Dating today feels like a minefield. One text can make you smile like a kid, and the next silence can keep you up all night. We tell ourselves, it's just modern dating, that's how it is. But if I'm honest, a lot of that anxiety was me, my mind, my habits, the way I gave away my peace before I even knew where things stood. For me, it always started small. A text that made me smile. That's the moment I knew, if I wasn't careful, this could actually start to hurt. Because the minute I felt invested, the overthinking began. I'd time my replies. If they wrote, "Okay, cool," I'd read it back in a negative tone. Like maybe they were upset, maybe I'd done something wrong, maybe they weren't interested anymore. At night, I'd replay our conversations in my head. Maybe I should have said this instead. Maybe she thinks differently of me now. Silence was the worst. It hit an old wound for me. Abandonment. Every hour without a reply felt like history repeating itself. And mixed signals? That was torture. I've been in a situationship where I could never tell if she was in or out. It felt like my feelings were being played with. And social media made it 10 times worse. I'd wait for a text back and then see her posting a story. My mind would spiral. Wow, she really doesn't care. But here's the thing I forgot. She has a life outside of me. Not every silence is rejection. Sometimes people are just busy. Sometimes they're living. The anxiety didn't just stay in my head. It bled into everything. I'd lose sleep. I'd have mood swings. My family would try to talk to me, but my head was stuck in the clouds, replaying texts or analyzing her tone. The people who actually loved me the most, my family, my friends, I gave them less energy because I was consumed by someone who wasn't even sure about me. Whenever things got bad, I'd distract myself. I'd go to the gym. I didn't know how else to deal with the negative energy, so I turned it into something physical. Lift, sweat, distract myself. It helped in the moment, but it didn't change the fact that I was letting someone else's silence control my whole mood. Dating apps didn't help either. Swiping was just dopamine. Swipe, match, message, coast, and repeat. It gave me this false idea of love as a game. And the truth is, life shouldn't be played like that. What shifted everything for me was heartbreak. When someone left, I realized how much of my love I'd been giving away. And when they were gone, it became clear. I should have been giving more of that love to myself. It made me ask, what was my life like before I met them? And I remembered. It was good. It was full. I was whole. So why did I trick myself into thinking they were the only reason I could be happy? That's when I started focusing on myself. My health, gym, being around the people who truly care for me. Studies. I pulled back my energy and I realized something simple. Energy is everything. When you give it all away without balance, you're left empty. Here's what I want you to know. Dating feels so anxious not because love is broken, but because we attach our worth to someone else's replies, someone else's attention, someone else's silence. But the truth is, you don't need to earn love by overthinking yourself into exhaustion. The right connection won't need you to time your text, decode their tone, or replay conversations before bed. So next time you're spiraling, remember this. A text is just a text. A pause is just a pause. Someone's silence doesn't mean you're not enough. Pull back your energy. Pour it into yourself. Let them live their life. And live yours fully too. The love you give someone else will never mean anything if you abandon yourself in the process. Because here's the truth. The way you love them should never come at the cost of the way you love you.